This is why I do this shit. I think they call this venting.
What's going on, guys? Thoughts with DonL back here with another episode. As always, I'm Don or DonL, whatever you want to call me. And today, I don't really have like a set topic to talk about or dive into. I just kind of, felt like turning on the camera, talking to you guys for a little bit. I think the past couple of days I haven't been in the best headspace. I don't know. I just been, feeling a certain way about things going on here in Texas with the apartment and just living out here. Everything 1,500 miles away from home and stuff. But yeah, it's neither here nor there, I guess. So today I just felt like turning on the camera, just talking to you guys for a little while. Originally, I was gonna do a conspiracies episode on just some of the conspiracy theories. I've been busy this past couple of weeks, so I haven't been able to study up on them, I guess, as much as I'd like to. Of course, we all know about the the JFK one, where he's talking about it's like, was there a second shooter? Was the CIA behind it? What happened there? Moving past that, I probably will make an episode on that eventually. I would also like to be drinking during that one. I just think it would make it more fun. I said a couple of times that we needed to go get some alcohol, but we just never did for whatever reason, I guess. That's fine, I suppose. So yeah, it's just, I think it'll be more entertaining that way when I'm drinking, whatever it is that I've been drinking, because then I'll be a little more entertaining, a little more, give a little more of my opinion on the whole thing, I guess. So today, I'm just talking. An update on the channel, we just got our second copyright claim because Jalen was live streaming. If you guys have seen it, he was live streaming some anime, and it was like a series we were gonna do called Watch Anime With Me, that Jalen was gonna do. I guess they didn't like that and ended up taking down the videos, giving us our second claim, meaning we lose our streaming privileges, all that stuff. But I've been saying from the beginning we should just stream on Twitch because it's easier to get partnered there. We're a long way from getting monetized on YouTube, so all you need on Twitch, I think, is like 3 concurrent viewers every time you stream, and like 30 followers or something like that, and you can get a subscriber button, and then of course you can leave like your donation button, all sorts of things like that, just to make it a little bit easier on us, maybe like help us get a little bit of money to upgrade our equipment, stuff like that. So yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and move over to Twitch now that the claims have come, and not in the beginning, like I said. Whatever, most things I say I've come to learn in this life, that most ideas I have in all walks of my life thus far just don't get noticed or taken into consideration. I'm not gonna say all the time, but a lot of the time. That's kind of, I guess that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of times I feel like some of my things I say just aren't really validated in a way. But not here to talk about that. Just here to just talk to you guys a little bit. So that's what's going on with the channel right now. We did a scheduled video that was supposed to come out this Saturday, but it looks like it won't be coming out because we have to do a new one, I guess, because we can't do the Watch Anime With Me. So that's unfortunate, I guess. I was in that one. Jalen didn't want to do it. I guess he just wanted to be behind the camera on that one, which is cool, I guess. So yeah, we didn't do a mid-high key yesterday. That was to come out on Tuesday, just because I guess we weren't feeling it or whatever. But yeah, we should have one of those coming out tomorrow when you see this. Should have one of those coming out on Thursday, talking about some sort of topic. I kind of want to talk about, we were talking about Logic and his bit of his progression throughout his career, how me and Jalen were actually really big fans of him throughout his career. You know, the Young Sinatra mixtapes into his first two albums, which was, I know, Under Pressure and The Incredible True Story. I think that was the name, Incredible True Story, yeah. And I was a fan of both of those, and then he released his mixtape, Bobby Tarantino, which all of his mixtapes are phenomenal. And if you're a fan of rap and like lyrical rap, you gotta go listen to the Young Sinatras, you know, all of those. He's one of those artists where, you know, I could listen to, you know, his old stuff and it's, you know, just as good as it is his stuff now. And then we were gonna talk about how he moved past the whole, because he's biracial, and everyone knows if you listen to him, and he kind of, his whole last album was all about that. And I think I see what he was trying to do. Like he was trying to tell everybody like his struggle, I guess, but in a way, you know, it kind of was overshadowed by just him, I guess, in a way looking like he was complaining about everything, complaining about how he's biracial and he looks white but he's black, and you know, all that kind of stuff. And I think a lot of people just were kind of tired of hearing it because it was almost like every song. So yeah, he definitely kind of changed his sound a little bit. He did just release 44 More, which is a follow-up from his 44 Bars that came out last summer, or the summer of 2016. So that was actually good. That was refreshing. It was good to like hear him being like his old self again. I know there's been some criticism that the beat sounds familiar to, I believe, a Future song, which I don't know. I haven't listened to the Future song, or at least in a while I haven't. So I haven't. You know, I need to go back and listen to see if it was, you know, similar or whatever. But you know, I think everyone's just gonna be skeptical of whatever, you know. But yeah, so we were gonna talk about that, I guess. But I don't believe we're gonna do that anymore since I just kind of covered it. We might go a little bit more into depth if we decide to talk about it. But I guess sticking on the topic of music, you know, I think this is gonna be, 2018 might be just a phenomenal year for music in general, for hip hop at least. That's pretty much mostly what I listen to. And you know, I think Drake is supposed to drop an album, J. Cole, The Weeknd, Travis Scott. You know, I think all the big names out there are supposed to drop an album, apart from, I think, Kendrick Lamar is probably not. I think he's touring this year. And they're working on his next one for 2019. But yeah, a lot of the big names are dropping this year. So I think this could be like a crazy year for hip hop and rap and R&B and all that stuff. Like, especially if, you know, Drake keeps up like his whole God's Plan vibe, and then the Block Boy song he did, if he keeps that up, then, you know, his next album might be, you know, crazy, you know, like on like a Take Care kind of good. And then of course J. Cole has to bounce back from For Your Eyes Only, which a lot of people didn't like, but you know, I'm a big J. Cole fan. So I liked it, you know, especially once you go back. You know, I feel like coming from Forest Hills Drive, moving into For Your Eyes Only, if you like that, then if you like Forest Hills Drive and you're expecting that again, that's a really hard follow-up. You know, Forest Hills Drive to me is his best album. You know, I think most people would agree that's his best album. Not necessarily your favorite album by him, but I would think most people would say that's his best album. Just because from start to finish, it's, you know, there's like, to me, there's really no skippable tracks on there. Especially like in the beginning, middle parts, you know, you have Wet Dreams, Adolescence, GOMD, you know, No Role Models, all those songs just like kind of in a row, to where it's just, you know, just fire, I guess, for lack of a better term. So, and then when you follow that up with For Your Eyes Only, which was more of a deeper message and a deeper meaning, you know, it's kind of, you know, people are kind of probably taken back. They probably weren't the biggest fans of that, just because of it's different, you know, right when you first listen to it. But I personally, I know a lot of people, the attention span's kind of shorter, but you know, I went back and listened to it like a few months later, and I'm like, it's a really good album. Obviously it's hard to follow up, like I said, Forest Hills Drive with that, especially since it has like a deeper meaning behind it. And I kind of felt like he wasn't really making it for us per se, for his fans per se. I felt like he was kind of making it in a way for himself, and then obviously the daughter at the end, of course. But so yeah, he's supposed to be dropping this year. Obviously it's J. Cole, so he's gonna, whatever it is, it's gonna be good. I don't think he's had a bad project from his mixtapes, Born Sinner, Sideline Story. All of his albums have been, good or decent at least. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that right now, I guess, in the music industry. I think me and Jalen, we need to talk more music in our show. Because I'm gonna just talk about it on, Thoughts with DonL, take over the channel, which wouldn't be, liked by people, whatever. Yeah, I think we need to have a little bit of, music topics thrown in there, just where I think our Mid to High Key show is, we like to talk about current events, but I think if there's not a current event, we can just turn it into, something that happened, like for the Logic example, that's not really, he just dropped a song, but we could talk about his evolution as an artist, which I was down to do that last night, but he said something about our chemistry was off or whatever. But however, we talk about, J. Cole or, anybody that we're big fans of, and talk about their evolution or, anything like that. That'd be a cool idea for when there's no current events. Plus, when we do current events, it's not really getting a lot of views or whatever. Another one of my ideas was to kind of release a video, like a current event video for the Mid to High Key, kind of whenever the event happens that we want to talk about. But Jalen's like, well, that's conforming or whatever. But I didn't really see it that way, just because it's kind of like, how do I say? If people aren't going to be searching for things with the way the news is these days and attention spans, and if we release something on a topic that happened yesterday or 2 days ago, we release it, 2 days later, then people aren't really going to be searching for it anymore. So we're not going to get the views that we want on those kind of videos. Like, for example, we released our best video on the channel, I believe, was a video we did on Lonzo Ball, or LeVar Ball and the Ball brothers. And granted, they are very popular and people do like to search for them. We released that video right after one of the Lithuanian basketball games when people were searching, I'm sure. Searching Ball brothers or LeVar, and that's all on our tag, so it's gonna pop up, and that's how we got, the most views on a video. And so I just feel like we should do that, but, another one of my ideas, maybe not taken, but yeah, I guess I could see where it's kind of conforming, but if it is, then we just won't, talk about current events unless it happened on a Monday night or a Wednesday night, which is when we film Mid to High Key shows, because there's no point in talking about current events from, Saturday or Sunday when they happen or even Tuesday or Wednesday when they happen, or when we're releasing the video on a Thursday. If it happens on a Monday, we're not going to talk about it on Tuesday, and then we want to talk about it on Thursday. That's just not going to work. So I think we should, if we're not going to release, videos about the current events when the current event is taking place, then we should talk about something else on our show, just so we still have content, whether it be, the one and done rule, like I said, music, even, we talk about politics or whatever, that's always, a big thing. We talk about, maybe even the tech industry or where it's come, or like esports, or obviously I know more about that than Jalen, but he still knows a little bit. We can still have a little bit of a conversation. That's just where it's just some brain thoughts that I have. I don't say all these things all the time just because I don't want them to just get shot down or not listen to. But yeah, I don't know how long I've been going. I didn't even try to use the mic today because we never taken the time to get it to work properly on my PC. It works fine on Jalen's, but I don't feel like messing with his because that's his, and I don't want to break it and be responsible. So yeah, that's where I'm at, I guess. So yeah, it looks like we're about at 17 minutes now, and go a little longer. So yeah, as far as that goes, moving on, we just released a bomb tag, I believe is the name. We released a video of like our best moments from that. We were live streaming that on, was that Saturday night? We were live streaming that, and that was a lot of fun. Shout out to Evan. He actually gave us the idea. My friend Evan. He was like, "Yeah, do bomb tag. It's kind of you might get bored with it quick, but it's kind of a fun little thing to do for a few minutes." So we ended up playing that, I think, for like an hour. And if you haven't checked that out, it's like 5 minutes. You should go check that out because it's hilarious. Jalen did a good job cutting that up. But yeah, so all right. I think I'm coming down with something. So yeah, that's where I'm at with the whole channel thing right now. I'd really like to see us talk more about things. But we'll see. Obviously we're new to this, and then everything's evolving. I was actually thinking today about driving home, like the 16 hours home, just for like a few days. But I don't know, that's kind of crazy. And I just ruined the surprise to anyone at home if they were seeing this. I wasn't going to tell anybody. I was just going to go. But it just kind of ruined that now. So yeah, I need to cut that out maybe. I don't know if I take the time to edit this. We'll see. But yeah. So I think that might do it for me. I don't really have much more to talk about, I guess. I just wanted to give you kind of a update on everything. Kind of talked about a lot here. We talked about the channel. We talked about music a little bit. We talked about me, my headspace. So yeah, hopefully the way I'm thinking right now, it improves. I cheer up, get into a better mood, better groove. I just want to. I guess I just want to be heard at times and want to be considered in all aspects of my life, but that's no one's fault but mine, I guess. And yeah, so that's just where I'm at right now, and where everything is with the channel. So yeah, if you want to keep seeing these kind of videos, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. We definitely need the support right now. We just got our second strike, like I said. So yeah, we need the support. Be sure, we're gonna come out probably with a Twitch. We'll make a Twitch account soon, and that'll be in our descriptions. We'll add that probably to the end card maybe, so you guys can find us on there as well. Yeah, I think that's all for me. So as always, this has been your boy Don or DonL.
Tell me to work hard. I've been up for a few nights. I've been doing this for a new life. Get my eyes shut for a new sight. If they love putting you down, go ahead, say fuck that too, right? Worried about what's ahead, worried about never getting that bread. Worry is constantly stuck in my head, so worried it's harder to sleep in my bed.